Welcome everybody to the Denver Broncos franchise on Madden 20. My name is MrHurriicane, and today we're going through the preseason for year 3 of the franchise. We've made a lot of progress already. I've had a really good time with the series. Thank you for all your support. Continue to subscribe and leave likes on the episodes. Those are much appreciated. And I want to know what you think of this team going into year 3. Was it a good move for us to select Josh Rosen? Now, I streamed the first 2 preseason games and also revealed a new player for the Los Angeles Chargers, as they have added speedy wide receiver Lamar Williams from the Callaway Dynasty. We'll see him later on in the season if he finds a role on the team. But let's get into the preseason now. The highlights begin with the live stream against the Chicago Bears. This, of course, was our chance to see Drew Lock, the new starting quarterback of the Bears. And overall, we didn't get to see a whole lot of him passing. It was a lot of handoffs to Tariq Cohen and just a couple throws. The big question, however, was how would Josh Rosen play as our new QB1 with the addition of Curtis Samuel, with the additions along the offensive line? Is this finally the right NFL fit for him? The main thing I like with Rosen is he has solid short accuracy, and he has the highest short accuracy we've really had in this series. I do want to involve Phillip Lindsay more in the passing game this season. I'd also like to get a lot of the screen game going now that we have Curtis Samuel and rookie Deion Price. Here's a 1st and 10 for Rosen. Decent time in the pocket, but he takes off and also has the ability to pick up a few yards here and there when nothing is open. 3rd and 7. Pressure does arrive, but Rosen stays on his feet. Extends the play. Heaves one for Sutton downfield that gets knocked away. Will Sutton make those big plays this season? That is a big part of what's going to go into him getting a second contract with us or not. The Bears got it a little bit more in the first quarter and continued to run with Tariq Cohen. We did blitz Drew Lock on this play. He ends up dumping it off for a short pickup. I want to say we saw Lock throw twice. Here's a little play action, and he gets wrapped up on the play by Von Miller. Definitely let me know below in the comment section the players that impress you the most here from the preseason. But that was the 3rd throw from Lock, and I believe the final one we would see. One of the rookies everybody wanted to see, though, is Deion Price, the 97 speed 2nd round deep threat. What would we do now with a little more speed on the team? And keeping Phillip Lindsay ensures we have that big play element as well in the backfield. 3rd and 9 here for Rosen, and the protection eventually gets there, as I was hoping to go downfield, but Khalil Mack has other plans. The second quarterback in was last year's 1st round pick, Adam Kane, who started, I believe, 9 games. Very up and down, mostly down in his rookie season. We get a pick 6 here. Really nice job by the corner here, with Price not getting any luck on his curl route. So we go back to the offense again, and the running back here is Sean Pitts, who was on the team last year in preseason, but suffered an injury, and I had him on IR all year. After a gain of 11, Kane under pressure, and it was really tough to evaluate the quarterbacks here with the backup offensive line. That got really tough. We try a 2nd down and 17, and Kane over the middle, had a receiver open, can't find Ratley. We've had pretty much every quarterback in the series have some ridiculous missed throws. It gets very frustrating at times, but I'm hoping Rosen takes away that element that we've had in the first 2 years of the series. Here's a nice little play. Terrell Basham hits Montgomery in the backfield. Tackle made by undrafted safety Jameel Garland. But unfortunately, the backup coverage was pretty tough, as we gave up a lot of big plays, even on 3rd and longs. Bears drive down to the 11. We get some pressure here. A nice rush from Terrell Basham. I signed him to hopefully become that 3rd edge rusher on the team. Offense in the second half, still with Adam Kane, and there's a nice throw delivered to 2nd-year tight end Bo Lee. What do we do on 3rd and 8? Go right back to him. A spinning catch inside the 25. He breaks a tackle, gets some extra yardage. It's a red zone trip because of Bo Lee. From there, up the middle, this is 5th round pick Marion Peppers, who is in line to be our 3rd or 4th running back. He gets the first down. Trying to get 6th though, Kane to the air, out to his right, and knocked away from Lee. Good coverage. On the 3rd and goal, protection is good enough, and Kane delivers, but the pass is dropped. That is the big concern with Dion Price. He has great speed, but can he make the catch when the ball's thrown his way? Pick it up with some defense later on. 3rd and 7, more pressure, and solid open field tackle. There's Jameel Garland, good play by the young safety. Finally, Taquan Layton, one of our 2nd round picks this year, makes his preseason debut. Great protection and a sideline pass to Miles Starkey. We get a very nice catch on the play and the 22-yard connection. Taquan Layton has excellent speed, has to develop more as a passer, but I wanted to see where he's at here at the beginning of his career. We run a little draw here. Marion Peppers gets some daylight. There's a first down run. Layton on a 4th and 7. We're going for it here in the preseason, and here's his speed on display. Taking off and getting the job done. First down. Later on, it's Layton. Good protection again as he's able to buy time and fire on the move, finding 2nd-year receiver Kari Bigby. I had a lot of speed on the field here with Layton when he got a chance. He fires one now, and it bounces off of Dion Price. This was intended for Burke, the tight end, so we don't get an immediate reaction from Price at all. Might just be a weird play, but remember that for later in the episode. Layton gets time again, and once more downfield with extra effort, Miles Starkey. 2 20-plus yard receptions here in this game. And to close things out, we get a little throw here to Bo Lee, and that would be it for preseason game 1. Taquan Layton, very positive debut, 9 of 16. Definitely thought he played better than Kane. After game 1, everybody was pretty excited about the play of Lee with his 4 catches, but also Miles Starkey. 2 really nice plays. I wanted to get him a little more volume going forward. Trent Williams, we signed him as a veteran, and that's going to help us develop young center rookie Norman Proctor. Basically getting some bonus development, and now we get into game 2 with Baker Mayfield finding Odell Beckham Jr. Working on Damian Charles over there. That's a tough matchup for the 2nd-year corner. Later on, the Browns have it again. Play action now for Mayfield. And just getting this one behind Christian Baxter to find Beckham again. Mayfield started super strong in this game, 10 of 11. Short pass here with a great move from C.J. Anderson for a ridiculous touchdown. What could Josh Rosen do in his 2nd game? Well, this little quick flip to Lindsey is nice. My big focus is just more consistency out of the offense and more big plays, hopefully, as well. I'd like some from the defense as well. Here's a lucky one for Will Parks. It's a pick 6. The defense definitely had their issues here with the Cleveland offense. That has become very good in the series. They're our week 3 opponent, keep in mind. Good run for Nick Chubb, then a little play action. And with the pressure, we almost make a play. But again, Charles getting picked on in coverage. Cleveland looking strong offensively. And here's a good run for Phillip Lindsay, finding some daylight outside and taking this down to the Cleveland 31. We had some chances to make plays against Cleveland's offense. Here's a nice pass breakup for Justin Simmons. And followed up on 3rd and 7. Mayfield under pressure, going down on this play with Christian Covington's rush. With the addition of Curtis Samuel, I really want to get him a lot of catch and run opportunities. He's not a route running specialist by any means, and he doesn't have a big yardage total in his career. His career high in Carolina was only 721 in the first year of the series, but he's going to become a very key element in this offense. Here's Rosen's ability to move in the pocket, find some space, and not just have to take a sack or throw the ball away. That's really nice. Here we're trying to get that big play to Samuel, but the coverage is tight and he's not able to hang on to it. I have wanted somebody to become a more dominant physical receiver in this offense. Samuel's not really going to fit that, but he's going to add another element to the offense regardless. Let's go back to Taquan Layton now with the second string offense, a little play action on the move, missing Deion Price. That's a really tough throw. Could have been some nice yardage there. A 3rd and 7 here for Layton. Across the middle, Miles Starkey, first down. Here's another play with Layton trying to find Starkey, but the accuracy just not all the way there yet. I want to be patient with Layton and develop him as a rookie and not play him too early. Nice play again for Bo Lee, little yards after the catch action there. We also got a good look at these running backs. I like the shiftiness of Peppers. Definitely a quicker than fast running back. And with Layton, you can break out things like read option. I do want to get Layton a little involved as a rookie, especially if we're having troubles. The fact that we can go to a read option or really switch things up to try to find a spark, that can be a nice addition to the offense, much like how the Saints used Taysom Hill at times or the way Lamar Jackson was used as a rookie. We'll find special packages early on. And here in the red zone, Sean Pitts delivers the touchdown run. I view him as the primary backup to Royce Freeman, and I believe the quality of play we get from him will help determine if we keep Freeman beyond this year. We ended up getting a lot of situations in these games where we were so close to making a play and just could not make it. It was a little frustrating, but the defense definitely had their share of struggles. Later, it's Layton. Little play action, screen pass for Bo Lee. He's got the stiff arm. We've seen that a couple times. Play didn't count, but it was still nice. Defense trying to step up, and here we play solid coverage across the board, and eventually the rush will get there. And down goes Jeff Whitney. That was Justin Hollins. We saw a lot of Layton in these first 2 games. Play action here, backed up, rolling out, and tough adjustment made by rookie fullback Jimmy McDaniel. That was a cool play. And then under heavy pressure, Starkey's able to make a nice catch on a play where he was not the intended receiver. Earlier, Deion Price in a similar situation had a chance to catch a touchdown and didn't react to the ball. I don't know why, but Starkey did make that play when presented the opportunity. Sean Pitts, yards after contact, that's the name of the game here as a power runner. And then Layton a little behind Starkey, and this one ends up intercepted. Backup defense trying to improve throughout the game, and again, the coverage isn't horrible. We do get some rush. Cortez Bruton, the defensive tackle. Everybody wanted to see Deion Price get more opportunity. Here he is on the slant. These small catch and runs can become huge plays for him. Sean Pitts carrying, showing he has the speed to get outside as well. He's certainly not a slow running back. That was a solid carry. He gets another one inside, falls forward down to the 28. We do get caught on a 3rd and long on this drive, but open over the middle. This is undrafted tight end Nate Burke from Notre Dame. Time running out here in game 2, and Sean Pitts can catch the football as well. I know there wasn't a ton of action in those first 2 games, but that's what stood out to me, and I was really happy with the way Taquan Layton delivered the football. Had his misses, of course, but there were enough positive plays as well. Really happy with Sean Pitts in that game. Like, the growth from year 1 to year 2 has been very noticeable. Offensive line did struggle in this game, but the extra development here for Norman Proctor is definitely appreciated. I knew that after trading for Josh Rosen, he would almost immediately get his first skill point, and we put that into field general, get that short accuracy a little bit better. With it at 88, I'm pretty comfortable putting points into other archetypes in the future. We also get to upgrade Bo Lee. He was definitely a standout in the first 2 weeks, and while he's not ready to be a starter, he's growing into that number 3 role. Everything now is after the live stream that I did. So let's get into game 3 against San Francisco. And a deep shot here from Garoppolo, and that gets broken up by Chris Harris. How will Harris play another year as our #1 corner? First and 10 here for Josh Rosen. A nice pitch and catch to Curtis Samuel, 16 yards off a slant. After a holding call or a sack, we took a lot of those. Another one. This front four for the 49ers gave us all kinds of problems. San Francisco has it later, and Christian Covington with a dominant play stops that one quickly from Matt Breida. We force a punt, and I want to see what Deion Price can do this year. He is very special, and I know as a rookie that's going to be the best way he can contribute to the team. With the improved offensive line, I'd like to try more play action this year. I want to get big plays like this. Cortland Sutton downfield, 26 yards. We have not seen enough of that in this series. Rosen on first down. Now the handoff, and Freeman loses the football. Luckily, we keep possession. And on the 2nd and 6, Rosen back to the air, trying to float it down the middle. That got knocked down. And Josh Rosen hurt on the play, taking a late hit from Eric Armstead. This was a pretty scary moment. I've wanted Rosen to be our top quarterback going into this season. The next play, Adam Kane comes in. We try a tight end screen. That ultimately didn't work. And we get the update seeing that Josh Rosen is okay. I did not play him through the bruised shoulder. San Francisco takes over, and here is a sweet move from Matt Breida. That is a lot of fun to watch. I think that with the slider adjustments this year, the ground game is going to be way more dynamic. Rosen came back on his own shortly after the injury. He completes that short throw to Deshaun Hamilton, but overall it was very tough to get anything going against San Francisco. The defenses were controlling much of this game for a while, but San Francisco was able to do a bit more with their pass game. Garoppolo pretty efficient on a lot of short throws. Here they faked the screen, and we could have made the play there, but another nice catch made by Ryan Grant. Inside the red zone, Garoppolo looking left, and Charles right there. But everybody's completing passes on him. 3rd down. Defense trying to get off the field, and Garoppolo has this one broken up by Christian Baxter. Can't wait to see his impact in year 2. Josh Rosen to close out the first half. We're going underneath again. Now it's a nice play for Cortland Sutton. With the additions of Samuel and Price, I'm now looking at some more spread formations, and unfortunately Sutton drops this pass. Again, spread out. I want to find a different formation, but I do want some empty sets. Lindsey, nice little catch and run. Still not getting much downfield, but 8 of 13. Okay completion numbers here for Rosen. Here he's pressured and throws it away. We get called for intentional grounding. What do you do on 2nd and 25? Well, with decent protection, Rosen finds Curtis Samuel. When we have a negative play, do we now have enough playmakers to hopefully fix some of these scenarios? That one's a bit overthrown, probably for the best. Richard Sherman there lurking. We go forward on the 4th and 7. There's an opening. Rosen straight ahead. 1st down. We're certainly not a transformed offense yet, but I think we're finding our comfort zone with some of these playmakers and Rosen at quarterback. One thing we didn't really transform this year is we still don't have like a terrific route runner on the team. Samuel is solid at all 3 levels, but he's not above average really in any category. They're all low 80s, which when he's up against #1 and 2 corners, he's not always going to have an advantage. Like in this situation, definitely locked in on him, but nice play by the corner, and this is a 2nd-year player. I was interested in the ratings here because he jumped that throw, and Ramon Locker, zone specialist, definitely shouldn't have tested him there. Josh Rosen, a little bit more, trying to bounce back. Nice throw across the middle to Jake Butt. Accuracy overall I felt was really solid for Josh Rosen. 2nd down on the move. That's also accurate for Cortland Sutton. I just wanted to get some touchdowns, though. We didn't find many of those. Nice run here on the outside for Phillip Lindsay. And on 3rd and 15, after another sacker holding call, Rosen under heavy pressure, perfect strike to Fant. Plays like that gave me a fair amount of confidence in Josh Rosen. We didn't score a touchdown with the starters, sadly, and we turn it to the backups. And now Hudson Brooks gets his chance to show what he can do in his second season. After a low throw to Starkey, we get Brooks on the move and floats one for Royce Freeman. No idea why he was out there. Nice play, though. Later on, San Francisco trying to punch one in for 6, and again they make the play. Deebo Samuel versus Keon Crossan. I'm still interested in developing Brooks a bit because of that star development, and he does have some good ratings. It was clear last year he was not ready. He's not ready this year. He and Kane are more long-term projects than start as a rookie or even as a second-year player. But I have to decide now, how long do I keep all these quarterbacks on the roster? Here's Brooks trying to take a shot at Price, and he deflects it away from the corner and directly to the safety. Pretty cool play. Haven't really seen that one before. Marcus Calhoun, though, frustrated. He is ready to move on from these preseason games. And I forgot at the end to grab all of the full stats. So here's the game log for Game 3. I thought Rosen overall effective, but we got to get more touchdowns. And I knew that in Game 4. Like, we got 1 quarter left with the starters. I play my starters as long as the CPU does. So my goal was to get a touchdown with them. So we get a solid return from Deion Price. And then we're going to run this. Phillip Lindsay already right around midfield as we keep the fumble. Next we go to the passing game. Rosen, good protection, wide open. Deshaun Hamilton, 12 yards. We ended up with 3 on that drive. Meanwhile, Jacksonville gets it now with new starter Mitchell Trubisky. And it's Dede Westbrook getting behind Chris Harris. Harris had his struggles with certain matchups last season, so I know we have to start preparing for his eventual departure and continued decline. Jaguars score a touchdown. We get it back to the starters, and Rosen swings right to Lindsay. Nice juke there. I thought Lindsay had a very good preseason, and he gets the call on 2nd and 1. Another good carry. I think that adding in Kyle Long also helps out the running game. He can definitely get to the second level and make some plays. Here's the first catch for Damian Ratley, though. He definitely started to lose opportunity. We call a little motion there and get the nice pass across the middle. Big catch and run for Noah Fant. That's what we've been waiting on. But can we find the end zone here at last? Josh Rosen with time. One-handed catch. Curtis Samuel, touchdown. Let's end preseason here on a positive note. First quarter nearly done. Starters almost out. We do get play action here from Trubisky. A nice throw downfield. And an injury. Miles Jack, who came over to help make the tackle, hurt on this play. Next for Jacksonville, Trubisky gets time, and he'll send another one downfield to Dede Westbrook. Another big play. Trubisky 6 for 6. 3 receivers set on first down. It's Raquel Armstead in the game, getting a nice run. Jaguars actually have Mark Ingram now. He also got hurt in this quarter. The Jaguars on 1st and goal end the drive with a touchdown. And Trubisky looks pretty good in this Jaguars preseason game. Last play for Josh Rosen and company. It is a tight end screen. Noah Fant. I might have to break out that tight end screen a little bit. I like that play. Good finish for Rosen, too, going 9 for 10. We'll check up on the Miles Jack injury in a little bit, but now it's the backups the rest of the way in Deion Price. I'll throw some screens to him this year. I'm just not sure what else we're going to try. We can think about the deep ball, as Leighton does here, and Price is open, but the ball is overthrown. But you see that deep speed and what it can do. 3rd and 5, Leighton. Tough adjustment here, and Peppers lost the football. and it's recovered by Jacksonville. I do think that Sean Pitts had a better preseason than Marion Peppers. We have it again, though, in the second quarter. Toss left. The blocking gets there. Lee out in front. A little late hit. Nice pickup for Peppers. 1st and 10 for Layton. And across the middle. Open there. Nice catch for Kari Bigby. That was a tough one. 2nd down and 17. Layton gets time, so he's going deep again. Price is open. He had a step. He beat double coverage on that play. 0 for 2 on that deep ball. Layton, nice pickup with the pressure, and he's able to get it away for Bigby. Another impressive play for the second-year speedster. I've got to figure out how to balance opportunity for him and Price. Here's a throw to the tight end. Nice grab by Nate Burke. I do think after a couple of years, he could definitely be a contributor. 4th and 7, though, we're trying to get into the end zone. Layton outside the pocket. Starkey lets him down with a bad end zone drop. Starkey's catching is low. He had a good preseason, but that's a bad miss. Jacksonville later now with Nick Foles as the backup, and hey, we got some pressure, and down he goes, Cortez Bruton. Jacksonville in the red zone later on. Foles, good protection, and a very nice toss to the end zone. I was hoping to see some more coverage plays from our backups, but it never really happened. Taquan Layton getting a little more time in this one, and under heavy pressure. That's a great play made by Marion Peppers, that time lined up in the slot. Pass catching is one of his strengths. Second half now, Foles again. We got some more pressure. Draymond Jones this time brings him down. On a 3rd and 12, we bring some pressure. Foles with time. Behind the defense yet again. 1st down. 3rd and 9 for Foles. Now they're going to break out play action. And trying to go down the middle. That gets knocked away by Baxter. Good to see him make a play. Later in the 3rd, Foles hands this to Raquel Armstead. He'll break the tackle from Jameel Garland, and he's gone. Christian Baxter will not catch him. A 72-yard touchdown for Raquel Armstead. That's not the last you're going to see of him. Denver, we're going to close this out. Marion Peppers, very nice run inside. Taquan Layton having some of his last opportunities here the preseason. He'll throw across the middle. There's a nice grab for Starkey. Again, we spread out the defense. 3rd and short. Starkey on the slant. 1st down. So Layton doing well as a pocket passer, but he can also do this. He pulls it down on the draw, through the middle, and down to the 1. Taquan Layton. That's what he is all about. Dynamic playmaking. We'll find a way to utilize him as a rookie. He was a lot of fun to play with in the preseason. His passing was even pretty impressive. 3rd and goal, Layton to the end zone, and it appeared Starkey had a shot that may have been deflected though. 4th down, trying to find the end zone. What do you do here? Sean Pitts on the angle route, touchdown! Yep, Sean Pitts made the team. I thought he had an awesome preseason. I closed up preseason, though, with a little Hudson Brooks and Adam Kane. Here is Brooks for Bigby. A little catch and run. Nicely done. Could I get that big play for Deion Price, though? Here we're trying it again. Trying to get all the way outside. Got to make a move. You see the potential. 3rd and 8 later for Jacksonville as they make it back inside our 15. Foles up top, back of the end zone, Raquel Armstead, the backup running back, stealing the show. Hudson Brooks back out there, and on 3rd and 10, stepping up, and over the middle now, Deion Price. Brooks made some nice plays on the move, that was good to see. And now, with the pressure, it's tipped, and Burke almost comes down with it. 4th and 10. Price slot right. Brooks steps up. He buys time. Gets it out there. And Price It goes through his hands. He's just not ready yet. He's only 20 years old. Let's give him time. Adam Kane gets the last of the reps. Tight end screen, Bo Lee. Wrapped up. 4th down, trying to keep the fun going. Kane, right on target for Deion Price. Those slant catch and runs worked out for him pretty well. 1st and 10. We're going to take a shot again. Price is wide open and overthrown. How do you overthrow a player that fast? It happened 3 times in this game. There's one where I'm not sure what happened. It was accurate. Price missed it. Again, I'm not sure if I should be blaming him and his ratings. It's a weird play. But one player I was able to rely on was Sean Pitts. He does have star dev, by the way. He was a hidden development undrafted rookie. Oh, another one? DPI this time. Okay. So Deion Price, we know he can get behind backup defenders. 2nd down. Oh, come on. Adam Kane, 4 of 10, and that's how it happens. Kane's accuracy just continues to baffle me. What was that? What was that throw? We're out of here. Overall, the preseason was pretty fun. I tried to get some more big plays. We did not get a lot of touchdowns, sadly. But my main takeaway was that Taquan Layton might be a pretty special player after a little bit of development. I want to give him time, not rush him into action. And Josh Rosen is still QB1. Miles Starkey, he did make the active roster, the final 53. I think that he has a lot of potential with his speed and short route running, but certainly he's got to get a little more reliable elsewhere. I was impressed late in the preseason by Kari Bigby, and I think that if we get into a jam and someone's got to play, I'm leaning Bigby over Price. Price is more of a big play receiver, but Bigby is a better receiver right now. Taquan Layton got his first boost. It went to awareness, deep accuracy, and short accuracy. Obviously, these low accuracies will impact the game at some point. Layton was great in the preseason, but we know long-term, that's just got to get better. Now, one injury going into the regular season, Miles Jack suffered broken ribs. Again, I play my starters as long as the CPU does, so that's evened out in terms of risk. Jack will miss the first 4 weeks of the regular season. That is a massive loss, especially considering who's on the schedule in those 4 games. Here we set the active roster and practice squad. I also made a trade. Damian Ratley has obviously lost his role on the team, so we've traded him to the Green Bay Packers for Tyquan Lewis, who will play outside linebacker for us. I love his strength and speed combination. I wanted some more pass rush depth, so it's a move that helps out both teams. For the Packers, Ratley immediately becomes their starting slot receiver. Lewis, either 3rd or 4th edge rusher, but I sure like his skill set. No major surprises here in terms of cuts or practice squad players. All 4 quarterbacks ended up making the final 53-man roster. By the way, the Browns finally made the trade for Antonio Callaway. He's going to the Rams, meaning Centarius Phillips will now get a chance as the 4th receiver in Cleveland. We have lost Jimmy McDaniel. Sadly, the Bills signed him off our practice squad, so we lose one of our draft class players already. Taquan Layton right now is QB2, but of course, I am still content with Josh Rosen as the top quarterback. The preseason, a little rocky. Accuracy was good. I can't wait to see, though, what happens when the games count. Sean Pitts made the team this year. He certainly earned it. He's close to a 65 overall. I'm not sure if he or Peppers is the first off the bench after Freeman, of course. I think it depends on the situation we're in. Deion Price, he'll on day 1 be our kick and punt returner. He's very good at that. But I'm going to manufacture some touches for him. Otherwise, Kari Bigby is probably the true 4th receiver. We'll see how it plays out, though. It's really tricky. Defensively, no major surprises, but now without Miles Jack, that means Josie Jewell and Christian Baxter will have to take over the middle. Jameel Garland makes the team as an undrafted safety. He did have a fair amount of tackles in the preseason. We did, like I said, keep all 4 quarterbacks on the roster. I think Adam Kane is the one most at risk to losing his spot at some point. We keep 4 running backs, 6 receivers, including Miles Starkey. So if we have an injury, we're probably going to have to put Starkey on the practice squad. What I liked was not putting him on the practice squad right away means that teams looking for a receiver signed other receivers. So if I put him on the practice squad late, probably has a good chance to stick there. He's one of those players that made the 53 kind of because I just don't want to lose him. I still want to develop him a bit. And we get that first upgrade for Dion Price. The catching goes up. It still needs a lot more work, as does catching traffic. I can't wait to see his journey unfold. And year 3 is coming your way next. And we open against the Kansas City Chiefs. They don't have any injuries at this stage. The most unlucky team was definitely Philadelphia, losing Zach Ertz and then Alshon Jeffrey for the entire season. But Kansas City, same team we've come to know in this series. They haven't made a lot of changes, especially near the top of their roster. They do have 2 starting offensive linemen, though, that are rookies, and a slot receiver that's a rookie. There will be a small slider update for week 1 that does include a boost to user pass blocking, and it's a really nice one. I've tested it a lot. But other than that, it all starts against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. That's coming your way later this week, everybody. I cannot wait. Please leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know down below, what did you think of the preseason and what are your year 3 expectations? Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon when the games count.